Hi, today we're going to be taking a look at Scrumy. Scrumy is a ridiculously simple and super intuitive project management tool designed for just overall planning of a project. I've used this in my classroom a number of times, and it allows the students to break a larger task into smaller components, helps with their planning, and helps with my assessment. If you were to type Scrumy into the URL bar or into Google, this is where it's going to take you. There are a number of options to get to your project board. The first is to simply click New Free Project, where Scrumy will randomly assign you 2 words and a number, and you will get your own board like this. Another way is to actually pay for it. It's about $60 a year. It does give you some extra features. However, I found inside the classroom, the basic version has everything that I need. What I tend to suggest to my students is to use the third version, which is to just use scrumy.com/ and then they give it a name themselves. This usually use their initials plus a number or something like that, and that way they are more likely to remember their project board site the next day. We're just going to use the free project here. So this is the basic interface from Scrumy. And essentially you'll see it's just a lot like a big whiteboard. Essentially, if it's a very simple project, the most easiest way to do it is to simply, the group would meet, they would break their tasks down into the different components that they think need to accomplish. They would assign them to various students, and as they assign it, it goes right in here to the to-do boards. This would be done as a group, of course, where they, where they would determine what needs to be done, and they would assign who is going to be doing those different tasks. Once those all have been determined in a group setting, then as they begin to work, they simply move it to the various components, the various sides. So as they are working, they go here. As it goes into verify, then somebody else is checking, and then done, whether if there's a simple editor or something like that. Another option would be, if there is more work to do in the project, is rather than work it in this manner, is you can assign each student to their own story. So this could be Sheena's, this could be the various, and then as the jobs are determined, they are simply assigned to that person. Let's just fix my typing. And then as they move, same as before, except now you would drop it to the appropriate person who's going to be verifying. And then as things are completed, they are moved over to here. If the teacher is going to be the one who is verifying, then you could simply stipulate the teacher is the only one that can drop the post-its here. This does not help them with creating any of their work. It's just simply an organizer. If it is a extremely large project, or if it is a class project, then what you could do is, rather than use the stories for names, is you would break it down into larger tasks of the job. So if you were doing a full marketing plan, you would assign each story to be one of the different facets of that plan. And then you would determine the tasks for each, and they would be moving across as you do it. What is nice is that this can be shared. This is just open, and so the teacher can see this at any time, as can all of the different students. It is not something that they can work on simultaneously, but they can, if one were to refresh it, it does simply show up in the other one. That's basically how it works. I'll be going into a little bit more detail on specifically inside Classroom later. If you're interested, check out my other videos. Thanks.